Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm joined by ODOAMNE of Rogue. Congratulations on the victory, but I kind of have to break the terrible news. You have not won the player of the game. It is Hansama. So I'm actually going to give the room to you. Anything you'd like to say to the LEC, to Ender, to the fans in response to this?
I mean, Ender brought up a really good point. I solo killed an MSI champion. So it kind of like, it kind of excuses the fact that enemy top lane is the boss FFS and he gets the solo bolo, the single dingle, But even after that, I was just chilling in the lane. So it's not really a big problem. I guess I have to leave the player of the game to other people. Yeah, because not everyone can solo kill the MSI champion in one game like I did. So yeah, I mean, sometimes other people must take it away from like that.
Oh, but okay, so memes aside, many fans and even some LEC top laners are actually quoting you as the most consistent best top laner in the LEC so far, because actually you've been doing quite great. And I know that we often joke about ODOAMNE playing weak side, never getting the POG, but in your opinion, with a bit of seriousness, do you believe that you are a bit underrated at the moment?
I wouldn't really say I'm underrated. There's like the weak side meme and all of that. I feel like I'm getting a lot of credit and praise for like my play this year. So, I mean, I don't know if there wouldn't be like the weak side meme going on, because I feel like even though like I'm weak side, I'm still accomplishing a lot for like my team, for the role I have, and I'm not sure if a lot of people would be able to kind of like fit into the style that I bring into Rogue. But I mean, I wouldn't really say I'm underrated, because I feel like I'm getting like a decent amount of spotlight right now.
Fair enough, and we hope that you continue to get the spotlight you are deservedly currently getting. And with this victory, Rogue has confirmed their spot in the playoffs. And they have done it while also kind of experimenting with their playstyle, because so many Rogue players have said on interviews, hey, we tried the difficult comps, we are trying different things. What do you think about this statement?
I mean, I feel like it's pretty fair. Like the comps we're playing, I feel like are pretty good. They're pretty snowbally, even though we pick a lot of comps that have low amounts of engage. Not a lot of people are discussing the fact that if like the comps that we get are like played properly and we get the leads that we're supposed to get, come mid game, I feel like we get so much like priority that even though we don't really have a lot of engage and a lot of tools to like start fights, the enemy team is supposed to be forced to walk into us. That kind of like makes our job a lot easier to look for fights. But I just feel like we're experimenting just because there's like patches coming through. Caitlyn got buff for this patch. Everfrost kind of like got a big buff for this patch as well. So I feel like I wouldn't really say that we're experimenting so much, but I just feel like we're adapting to the patch maybe faster than other teams.
Because after hearing you, maybe this is not the case for Rogue, but many other LEC teams are talking about focusing on the team's long-term development, kind of bulking up, like expanding their playstyle in preparation, not just for the current split or the regular split, but for international tournaments. What do you think about this general approach of working towards the longer-term goal?
I don't really have an opinion on it, I guess. I just feel like that's kind of like how teams view their practice, where they can set up a long-term goal. But I feel like for us at Rogue, we don't really have, I would say, a long-term goal, because every single game we play, no matter the comp we play, I feel like we're really good at identifying our win conditions. So it's not like when we let's say we decide to experiment with a different style of comp, it's that big of a deal for us. For us, it's just different win conditions and different play style, and I feel like we're just kind of fast at adapting for that sort of style.
Okay, in that case, we'll continue to look forward to Rogue's great performance in next week as well as the upcoming Super Week. Thank you so much for this conversation, everyone. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was my pleasure.
Thank you. And when we are back from the break, we'll be closing out the day with your match of the week, G2 versus Fnatic. So don't go anywhere.